What's up guys, Brad here from Piney Grove, and when we cleared Piney Grove 5 years ago, we left a lot of trees here. There were no buildings on this property, and we wanted to leave a lot of shade trees and also some trees in our pasture for our animals to have shade once we got animals. And one tree that we kept a lot of was cedar trees. Well, we got these two cedar trees out right here because our house is going there, and we want to be able to look out our kitchen window, see our buildings, see the pastures where the animals are going to be, and just in general have a good view besides, you know, a big wide cedar tree. What I'm going to do is take out some more cedar trees. And I know that offends people. People don't like to see trees cut down. People don't like to see trees removed. Oh, we got a lot of trees out here. As you can see, our whole property is ringed with trees, and some of the trees that we left are just in the way. But on the other side of the garden is a big cedar tree, and the pasture hooks around the garden, and that's real hard to mow. So I'm going to take that one out. Then there's one here in the middle between these two oak trees. That's going to go. There's also a pine tree there. And then down at the very end, there's a cedar tree right in front of my finger. Not the big one on the left, but the one to the right. And that one actually blew over in the storm of 2018. We had a Category 5 hurricane, Hurricane Michael, totally destroyed the coast. We're an hour inland here at the farm, and that cedar tree was bent all the way over. So we actually came out here with some stakes and pulled it back straight, and it not only grew straight again, but it grew big and beautiful. So sometimes you don't stick to your original plan, which was to have all these cedar trees out here. But have no fear, we do have plenty more cedar trees on the property, and we're only gonna take out the ones that are like really in our way. I told Deb I was gonna jump on the excavator and pull out some of these trees. I said, the zero turn's sitting there if you want to mow, but you don't have to. Well, she loves that thing. She jumped right on it, started mowing. We're just going to take our time, go over to these cedar trees, pluck them out, and then we're going to carry them to the brush pile. Freshly tilled garden we tilled earlier today. Here's the tree we want to take out. It shouldn't be too technical of a dig. I should be able to come down one side of that trunk and rip the roots, push it over to the side, grab it with the thumb, and then snatch it out of there. Cedar trees tend not to have a deep tap root. They got more of a root like an oak tree that goes out to the side, so they're kind of easy to knock over. So I'll try and get in here as close as I can without messing up my hydraulic lines. Just get the bucket as close to the trunk as I can and rip. Yeah, there's a root right there that I gotta break. Got that root out. I got another one. Got the whole tree moving. There's no roots left on this side. I don't think I can push it over yet though. Nope, not yet. Got this side pretty well loosened, so now I'm just gonna go over to the other side, break a few roots over there, and should be able to just knock the tree over after that. We've only owned this excavator for a couple years, and we only use it on the weekends, so we're not experts at it. We've gotten better using it, but we're certainly not a pro, but we definitely appreciate the usefulness and the versatility of this machine. All the things it can do for you. There's no roots holding it left or right. There it goes. All right, we'll finish knocking it over. I'm gonna have to come at it from a different angle to pick it up with the thumb. Okay, I think I'm at a good angle. Hopefully I can just pick it right up. Yep, pick it right up, drop it to get some of the dirt out of it. Now we'll go put it on the brush pile. Now I'm gonna take the excavator and kind of knock that hump down. There's an anthill in there and there's some roots in there, kind of grub that out, get it flat. If it needs dirt, I'll put a bucket of dirt in it with the tractor, but I might be able to just smooth out what's there. Not many roots in here to pick up. Just a couple. There's a little bit of a hump here where this tree was, and I think that'll give me enough dirt to kind of fill in the hole from the stump. All right, I'm gonna try and blade this off. It's hard to blade sometimes with all those roots in there. They get caught under the blade and can't get a good finished product. If there's anything worse than roots for grading, it's grass. Grass makes it really hard to grade. At least with this blade. With the tractor bucket, it'll slide over the grass, but this blade here tends to catch it. Might be enough dirt here if I can get it smoothed out. Sometimes you got to get off of it and clean up the roots. Just makes it easier to grade. Just that little bit of grass is making that like impossible to feather out. It wants to stay in a clump instead of break apart and fall out under the blade. Kind of frustrating. Can't get it the way I want it. I'm gonna pack that in, then move down to this next tree. If I pack it in, maybe a next big rain, it won't wash away. All right, I want to take out this pine tree, but not hurt this oak tree. Well, so the vines, these little green vines here were so strong that the excavator couldn't swing the house with those vines. I don't want to mess up the roots of this oak tree too bad, so I'm going to just try and get a little bit of this pine taproot out. The high winds we get here in Florida with tropical storms, you don't want to mess up the roots of trees too bad. Not the ones you want to keep anyway. All right, I think that's as much as I want to do here. This cedar tree is not nearly as big as that last one. I should be able to just pluck it right out. All right, got some roots. All right, that side's completely cut. There we go. All right, she's out. Go ahead and drop it. See if I can get some more of these roots out and grab it all at once. That popped out pretty easy. I don't think I'm skilled enough to grab that pine tree as well. But I'm gonna bring all of that up here to this brush pile. I need a grapple for the tractor so I can move all this stuff around to a burn pile, but for now, we'll just let it rot down for a couple years. Piney Grove has come over here and is cutting this grass now. She can't get enough of that mower. We say that almost every time that she's on camera with it. She just loves that thing. But I got this all tracked in, so that's the second cedar tree. First one was back there. Little pine was right there. I got that cedar tree out on the brush pile, and that packed real nice. So now we're gonna go down to the other end of the pasture and do that last one. So there's a pin that holds the bucket on, and then there's a snap pin on the end. And a lot of times I'll wire that so that snap pin won't come undone. I guess the wire broke or something because I saw the pin half hanging out. I didn't come close to losing the bucket. I caught it in time, but the sooner you catch a problem and fix it, the cheaper it'll be. I always have extra linch pins or snap pins. I always have a few extra of them. So put one in there, we're back in business. This one was leaning way over, and Deb and I staked it off and used ratchet straps, got it straight again. We three-pointed it to hold it straight while it grew straight, and then I hit it one time with the mower, and we actually put a bandage around it, and we did all that so that we could come back a couple years later and take it down. But it's really interfering with the growth of those oak trees, and that's what's gonna give more shade to our animals out here. It's hard to mow around because it's so close to those oaks, so it just needs to go. I hate to take this one down, but it's coming down. That's got a sizable root on that one side. Try and curl the bucket and rip it. Look at it pulling up the excavator. This excavator weighs 6,300 pounds, and the breakout force of the bucket is about the same, so the bucket can actually tip the excavator. I'm surprised it's that difficult. That's a tough root right there. I think I got it that time. Like riding a Bronco. I've got it loose on that one side. It's pretty loose. You can see with the excavator throttle turned up, it's got more power that way, but the controls are a lot more touchy. There's a root back there. I broke it. I broke that root. Yeah, that root's gone. See if we can knock it over. There it goes. I just had to hook it just right and it had enough leverage to kind of lift it up out of there. That's pretty heavy, so I'm going to try and keep it real close to the excavator. Take it to the brush pile. Doesn't that look better already? Those oak trees can now flourish. It's the part you never see. That's when people got to come back and get their camera. Deb has mowed behind where the new house is going. She's mowed around my parents' house. And now she's mowing alongside the driveway. She's a maniac on that zero turn. If you got a wife, you want to get her involved in your property management or cleanup or whatever, get her a real nice machine. Deb is no country girl, but she's become one. Had her ponytail, her hearing protection, her eye protection. She's going down so she doesn't throw grass on the driveway. Go down and come back and throw it where she's supposed to throw it. I'm telling you guys, but buy your wife a nice piece of equipment so that she can help you work on the farm. Just gonna put this up on the brush pile, then let it rot. That's about all that she wants to lift. I think she'll lift 1,000 pounds, but trying to drag it up like this, there's a lot of resistance there. I didn't want that. See if I can lift it up and over. That's actually going to sit there. This brush pile here has been here for a couple years and it's got a lot of dirt and stuff in it. And what we need to do is come in here and mix it up. I mean, all these were just big long sticks and now it's just little crumbs of a stick. These are just like 12-inch trees and they're nothing but rotted wood now. I wonder how many snakes that I've rattled their cage. I could spend all day doing this. I need to hurry up and get out of here before I waste too much time. Probably kind of weird that I'm excited about this, but when we created this brush pile, rather than burn everything, and we've done a lot of burning out here, sometimes we can't be out here to watch it, so we created this brush pile. Like this right here, that was what, 8 inches, 9 inches, and it's coming apart. All that is going to be compost for our garden, for our pasture. You can see the dirt that's in here, but a lot of that dirt is just decomposed wood from the termites and the ants and everything working on it. There's just a lot of decay and I don't know a better term for it than compost. But what I need to do is get in here and just kind of mix this and take things that have been buried and put them on top and things that were on top and get them under dirt so that they rot quicker. I'll just show you, I'll just grab this stuff here and kind of push it into the pile. Push it up top there. Then any dirt or insects or anything will get moved around in the pile. You hear the crunch in here. All these were 12-foot logs that are now, 3 and 4 foot long. Now some of these things are not as old as others. But right there, that's a 12-inch log that's like completely decayed. Uh-oh. That's a good way to rip a hydraulic hose right there. Come out here to do one thing and I'll get going on something else like this, and before you know it, it's 6, 7 o'clock at night and Deb's asking, you coming home for dinner or what? All right, I finally left the compost pile. This is the last cedar tree that we plucked out. I just want to smooth this out, then I'll be done. Just going to use a grater blade here, knock some of this off, back blade it a little bit over the hole. So I'm just going to knock it down, get it rough graded, and then one day I'll come back with the tractor and finish it. And what I can do with the tractor, with the brush hog especially, is go right over top of a pile of roots and dirt, and it'll pulverize it all. And then the roots will become compost and the dirt will just kind of filter back into the low spots. I think I can just track in what I got. Like I said, hit it with a brush hog and probably be good. All right, guys, we got a lot done out here on the farm today, and we sure appreciate you guys coming along. If you would, watch one of these 2 videos we pop up here on the screen. YouTube likes it when you watch another Piney Grove video after you're done watching this one. But until next time, y'all take care out there, and remember, life's short, tractor hard. Or should I say life's short, mini excavator hard. Take care, y'all.